Hello, my name is Raymond Karchevsky, and I am a living Christ. The message I have for you this afternoon is that a living Christ speaks of the hellish advantage that Satan has over civilized Satanists. To begin with, one must understand that they live primarily in their intellect, while filtering life's experiences via the interpretive, conditioned memory-based illusions are Satanists, one and all, bar none. It matters not that their belief system is that of Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, or the Jewish faith. For all of these actions are programmable belief systems which create certain outcomes and invites opposition. You see, the key is division, separation, and opposition. That is the mortar and bricks of hell itself, and all who dwell there within are Satanists, regardless of what they call themselves. Now look at your lives and see yourselves, perhaps for the first time, of who and what you truly are. Are you whole? Are you clear? Are you calm? Are you decisive? Or is your consciousness the opposite of these traits? The holistic traits mentioned are those of Christ consciousness, that of a simple man or woman of truth. They originate and they function directly from the subconscious mind within each and every one of you. It is the mind of God, the holistic, unbounded realm of infinite intelligence, which is resonating with the truth of what is, unfolding in the ever-eternal moment of now. If you are a civilized man or woman, you have sold your souls to satanic thought, have you not? You've done so by opting out to live in your conditionable intellect, which is programmable by the outer satanic forces such as government, religion, and the media. You are subject to their conditioning and their contract agreements through your willing consent to abide by such fragmenting conditioning. It is then that you have willfully fallen from the grace of infinite intelligence of the subconscious into the depths of the satanic tainted intellect. It is then that you give up. You lose heaven and your contract with hell. That, folks, is as simple an explanation as it gets for you to understand why you live in a world of hell. Your own muddled, divisive, opposing. Confusion projected outwardly in all of your relationships is your own creative effort to create hell on earth and support it in your lifetime, from birth to death. That is the life of an ignorant man, a stupid man, is it not? That is your confusion. That is the source of your suffering. That is the contract that you have struck with Satan by selling your soul for security, for the imagined ease of being kept as spiritual children in a state of arrested development, unable to grow up and learn from the pain of experience in a world of satanic fictional illusion. The world we live in is hell. We are all born into it and live it. But Christ, a simple man or woman of truth, is not of it. To put it bluntly, you, each of you, are all Christ's, but you suffer from amnesia of that holistic fact when you choose to live a civilized life of division, of illusion, of belief, of deceit, that which becomes addictive and progressively painful for you to continue. Now this comes about from your own shift of consciousness, from the subconscious to the conscious intellect, which is necessary for technical problem solving and communication with other intellects. That is the proper place for intellect. For all else, the intellect must be silenced, and divine awareness, the resurrection of the infinite spirit of truth, arises within oneself. That is heaven on earth. Here's the bottom line. The subconscious mind is the mind of God. It is life itself. It is truth, love. And it unfolds in every eternal moment of now. The conscious intellect, however, is satanic, for it is dead as it is based in after-moment memory-constructed illusions, and is believed to be life itself. However, it is not holistic, and as such creates a fictitious reality, a pseudo-matrix. It is one that believers worship as their God. It is the satanic graven images that civilized, satanically indoctrinated men and women pay homage to. The world of satanic thought. I, this living Christ, have spent the last 20 years on the internet writing of these truths. Yet few of you are able to perceive such simple truth, let alone make them the basis of your spiritual understanding. Many of you shall be insulted by the following truth. For you have been living a lie that has been repeatedly told to you all your lives, and you have bought the lie. You are believers, impostors, unwhole, pretentious human beings. They're creatures of hell, all because you believe the fictions to be true. Even when you see they can't be true, because they are not holistic. Hell has many names. Civilized society is but one of them. Watch what happens with the Bundy issue and the growing sovereignty of the American people, who are awakening to their relationship with their own fictional government. You see, government is a dead fiction which rules only over other dead fictions they call persons. These are fictions that are created by the government itself. And they have no real power because they are dead. They have no jurisdiction because they are dead images. And so living men and women, you and I, are exempt, are protected, are immune from such satanic fictional policies that have no standing in law itself, even within man's law. You see, that is the secret that is being kept from each of you. With every man and woman who's a protester, that is was arrested in the Burns County fiasco, let them challenge the fictional court judge they stand before and demand that he prove jurisdiction. He, the juristic, the fictional judge who sold his soul for his position. Let him prove jurisdiction over the defendant who is a living man or woman who is flesh and blood. Let each defendant challenge such a judge to prove such jurisdiction in writing, as man's law requires. Do that and you will see wherein the true power of life lies, whether it be dead fictions, who seem to have an edge over living man, but it is assuredly an illusion when proof is demanded of such a fiction over a living man. The simple lesson of this all is never argue with the devil. Merely expose him and boycott him. It is as simple as that. We take it from this living Christ, who has demonstrated the power that each of you hold in your hands as living men and women. This is time for you to awaken from your hypnotic sleep, your slumber that has enslaved you. Stand up as the genuine, living, breathing flesh and blood men and women that you are, and that you stand beyond the jurisdiction of any fiction that you yourself has created. That is this moment in history. It has never been accomplished prior to this time, but this time is the resurrection of divine intelligence. It is the second coming of Christ that you have all forgotten. Do it. And you'll see that what I have just said to you is the absolute truth. What have you got to lose? If you do not change your ways, you will die or be enslaved through martial law, through a bloody revolution, and through a new world order. Thank you for your time.